Imagine that the level you create is from a level of the past. Imagine that you have done so much inner work, but you haven't really plugged in to the new version of you because you don't know how. So you are in a black space. You don't really know how to step into those new ways of living because you are at the cross path. You are at the threshold where you could either way go back, which feels familiar, or you could go and step in front. Now, the question is, what do you want to do? Do you want to step into more joy, more love, more peace, more excitement, more adventure, more juice? Or do you want to try out how you used in the past? Do you want to relive that part? Now, many of us can fall back into the old path, like into the old world, because we don't realize that we have stepped in only with one foot and haven't really chosen to step into this new world with both feet. Meaning the door closes and we have no clue what's next. That kind of scenario. When you make really a choice for yourself, I'm no longer gonna choose to have those thoughts about myself. I'm no longer gonna choose to put myself in a low position where I feel crappy about myself. I no longer judge myself for things that are not my fault or I have done in the past. I no longer live dreams with someone who doesn't have those dreams with me. See, all those things that you may still have with one feet or one foot into this new world, into this new area. So what we're going to discover today is like, okay, well, how can I step with both feet into this new world, into this new version of me without actually collapsing, without like losing yourself, without feeling overly out of it, right? Like how do you step into something that is so new and you have no clue how to do it? And it just means that it needs all of you, right? How can you keep your heart open on the way to step into this new reality of yours? Hi, if we have never met before, my name is Patricia. I'm a coach and a guide to help you transform stepping into the new self. Now, this version of you has always been here, but what we do here is to go back to your essence and create from that essence from the 0 point, and then start to create a life that is not about the past, but about what do I want to do from here? What do I want to do from this point of freedom? What do I want to do from the point of I have done my inner child work. I have done a lot of things, but now I want to live it. I want to live it. So this is what we will continue doing on this YouTube channel. If you want to know more, you find my book. I just published it 2 weeks ago, 1.5 weeks ago. You can find it on Amazon. So what you're going to do is you type in amazon.de or amazon.com or wherever platform marketplace that you are in from Amazon, and then type in The Free Fall by Patricia Sabrina Wall and you'll find the book. Okay, so it is about regaining the strength to walk into your new version. the new version of you. And imagine that you are almost there, almost there, almost there. The door is closing, the door is closing, the door is closing, and you're like, you're in this shock, right? Like, and you can probably feel like how your heart is also closing, right? Because you're protective again. You're trying to not get hurt. You're trying to stay safe in your new environment that you don't even know what you're afraid of, because and you start closing because that's how we are wired, right? We want to be protected and we want to feel safe. And so this is what happens. So what we're going to do today is helping you let your heart open, let it explore what it feels like to be somewhere where you don't know. Okay, you're with both feet in this new world, the door is closing, but can you hold your heart open for yourself to maybe make mistakes again, but not the same than in the past, but you're walking on new territory. You have not done this before. You're walking on new territory, okay? Maybe you met a new person in your life. Maybe you have done other changes in your life. Maybe you have done changes internally, which is about, I'm not going to hurt myself anymore like I used to. I'm not going to judge myself for things that are not my fault, or things like this. How can I stay there with an open heart and just hold it? Well, for me, it is about letting myself fall again from the free fall from the book, letting myself fall from that threshold into the purity of this light, knowing it's going to hold me regardless of who I have been, and regardless of the mask I was wearing, regardless of who I have been before, because my essence has always been mine. It's always there. It's connected to source. Like, there is nothing wrong about your essence, okay? It's the purity, the purest form of you. So when we dive into that, and when we start to see like how everything is connected, and how we looked for things in the outside world because we couldn't experiencing it through those masks, because we were so blinded, we were so unable to see that we were never really alone. Like, we were connected to every single thing, but we couldn't feel it. And when we start to really drop into that new space, into that new form of who we are with both feet, and stepping into that light, and the door is slowly closing, it's this inner knowing, this inner trust that I can allow the door to fully close. I can allow myself to be held, not by somebody else, but by the universe itself, by my essence, by who I am from my origin, okay? The 0 point. I can hold or be held in that door, in that new maturity. Okay? If you are here, you matured a whole lot. You matured from a place that you maybe felt you cannot go. So this is a place where you don't know its territory. You may not know its rules. Like, what are the rules here? How do I move forward? And the only thing that is really crucial in this new field is that you start to create from this open heart place where joy lives, where excitement lives, where adventure lives, where your soul is all the way tapped in. Okay? Don't make your life harder. We had that before where we lived the old path, like the old earth path, where it has to be like this, everything is very rigid. We are not going back to that. Okay? We are not doing the same things again. We are not going in the same structures, but we do need structures, but we haven't built them yet. Okay, we haven't built those structures of how we want to live in this new place. So we have to figure it out and be curious and be okay that, maybe we do a sidestep. So what? You have done so many sidesteps in this other thing that it doesn't matter. You're used to it. You're used to flourish. You're used to move forward. You can do it. So when you sit down and you're in this new place where maybe, imagine you're feeling alone and you can sense something is totally new, and it's almost like you live all of a sudden in a new place. You're kind of placed outside from somewhere into a new place. Now that might sound really mystic kind of way. um and for real, I really mean that. Like, I just had an experience like this where I was so plugged into a life where I thought that's gonna be it, until my soul decided, no, that's not it. Like, we are not gonna continue here. And I was almost like vacuumed out there and placed into a new soil, placed into a new place where I didn't know anything about how to walk. I had no idea. And because of that, I started to close my heart because I wanted to protect it. That's how I used to do it. So falling back into those old habits, right? Until I got a reminder from someone to like open my heart again and be like, you don't have to go super fast, but you can open up your heart again. Like, it's kind of safe. Like, it's not something, you have not experienced this. You can open up your heart, and it's strength, because your heart and your joy and your happiness and your soul is deeply connected. So if you close that down, you may do things that are not in your highest good. So open yourself up and um, try to breathe in that for a couple of minutes. Every single day, try to breathe in that. You met a new person, you met a new environment, you moved somewhere else. Like, try to breathe in this new environment and try to open up your heart. Like, feel how it expands, feel how your roots grow, feel how you are cleansing yourself with every single breath that you're taking. Know that you don't need to protect yourself anymore from all your past stuff. That's over. It's done. You did it. But now, how can you move into something new? How can you move into that new area of your life? Okay? And not just that, but like raise questions. Okay, who do I want to be here? What do I want to explore? How do I want to explore it? Um, with whom do I want to be? Like, how do they look like? What kind of qualities do they have, like those people? What kind of resources do I need? How do I want to live here? Um, what kind of money do I need? What work do I want to do? That kind of thing. Really start from the scratch and not be like, okay, but I'm already 50, like, I can't really blah. Like, chuck it in the fuck it bucket if it's not for you. For real, this is for people who are ready to go slow, steady, and with an open heart. And if that is not what you want to do, you don't have to. See, I felt I was at a point I didn't have a choice. Okay, my body was not well anymore. So I couldn't hold up that old thing that I planned with so much comfort. It was so comfortable. My old life was so comfortable. And I had to grieve. I had to grieve to let that person go, to know that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen for you. You're not going to have that family and that kind of house and that kind of partner. It's not going to happen for you. And I'm not saying it's not now happening, but back then I was really trying to maintain that picture somehow. I was living it. I was feeling it. I wanted it so badly. So I was grieving that person that, she didn't got what she originally thought she will have. And that needs time, and it needs time to process that. And once you're stepping over that, you're like, thank you for everything. And now I'm ready to let grace in. Now I'm ready to feel my inner union, my divine feminine and masculine combined. Like, what can we create from this purity, from this new level of excitement, from this new level of joy, right? So we are at the end of this episode. Once again, if you haven't done already, go and get the book. It will help you to follow up with your process. It will help you to step into the new version of you. It will guide you. It will be there for you. It will hold you. It will make sure it's soft, it's gentle. It will help you to really do this free fall from this dark place. And I don't mean dark as bad. I really literally mean from a place that you are blindsided to something like, oh my God, like, oh, okay. Whoa, we have done this. Okay. Right? Like that awakened state. With that said, if you haven't subscribed, go and do so. Help the community, comment, give it a thumbs up. And with that said, thank you so much. See you at another time. By the way, there is also a book gathering in Zurich, which will be available in winter. So we will do a book gathering where we do a reading. If you're interested for that, it's free. So you can join the list if you like. I don't know how many places or whatever. Like, I don't have the venue yet, so let's see. Then another part is as well, like, if you want to do and dive deeper here, you can with like the new processes I've set up. So you can book a one-on-one with me. That's 6 months. That's quite an investment for yourself. So you gotta be sure, like, hey, I really want to work on myself. I'm not taking anyone at this moment. So I'm really quite specific in who I let in to work with me, simply because everything affects everything. So I want to really be clear that people come to me who really need this, who really want to go and work with me in this kind of setting. And with that said, thank you so much for being here. And yeah, speak very soon. Thank you. Bye bye.